What's up, guys? End of June. This video, I want to show you my journey on trading with Myfundedfx through the evaluation phase. I'm going to break down how I was able to pass it with, I think, about 31 trading days. And I'm just going to show you the play, almost like a play-by-play on the trades that were the, difference maker and what kind of results that I had going into this challenge. So yeah, let's jump right in. All right, so on the dashboard here, you could see my simulated target. So I went for the 300K account, and my target was to make 10%. So that's going to be 30,000 in simulated profits. And so I was able to hit it a little bit over, $24 over. And here is the equity curve going into this challenge. So I think I took the first, oh, this thing isn't correct. So I think May 15th was when I began this challenge, and I was able to capture a cool move right out the gate. I'll go back and forth to this chart here, but I'm gonna also share you my journal so you can see all the trades that's been taken. Because I just want to share what kind of trades that were able to help me get over the finish line, and what kind of trades that when the market wasn't performing or market environment change, how do I handle those drawdowns? Because you could see here, right after the first initial pop, staggered a little bit, then I got another gain here, and that's within what, 6 trading days. And then from there, that was a peak, and you can see it's just been drawdown. So peak was 309,731, drawdown, like a 1% drawdown, and just lingered, it kept going a little bit, got a little gain here, but after that it's been going down for rest of May. Okay, so it peaked up, and if you correlate May with the markets or my kind of trading style, of course there wasn't much opportunity. Euro yen became choppy, Nikkei became choppy. Prior to this, before I jump into all of that, so my game plan with this challenge was to utilize more trading strategies. As for those who haven't known or didn't know, beginning of May, I was able to go up to a trading workshop with Tom Boss, Little Market Wizard, Mr. Serenity, and Lawrence Bensdorp. So this was a test for me to take what they taught and actually apply it. So prior to this, I only had 2 or 3 main trading strategies or approaches through a few instruments, okay? And lots of it's like big swing trading, usually with 1 4-hour. But now I have added a few more to my arsenal. Okay, some mean reversion longs, mean reversion short, some short counter trend trades. So I went to work immediately when I came back from the workshop. This was my first challenge where I was able to implement those different types of strategies, so you can see how it plays out, right? So going back to the equity curve here, the drawdown wasn't too big, after the rest of them May losing, which is great. Just looking at that now, I think the beginning of June, that's when I was starting to pick up. Some momentum came in, especially with the NASDAQ or the US tech. In this case, you'll see it, the trades, and they start to pick up some more, and a little bit of just waiting for the setup again. Then I was able to bring in some more gains. You can see that the lines are all different. Of course, you are judged by the red curve, which is the equity curve, which is at your balance with closed trades. The green is your current balance, right? Less the open profits. And then your high water mark is your balance plus open profits while you're live in the markets. Okay, so this one of course will be higher because my equity did peak, but I wasn't on to go ahead and close those trades. So I was able to pass it this past week. Let's jump into the different stats now. Statistics. Of course, going into these different challenges, I have worked on becoming a better risk manager. And so one of the big things that I have taken away or learned over the time, just being a great risk manager, like above all else, the setup doesn't matter, whatever, but knowing your lot sizing, your position sizing per trade, and knowing what to expect to lose and keeping it low. So you starting from the top left, you'll see the best trade, 7,400. That's one position. And I'll show you that I was able to use multiple positions for one trade. Worst trade, worst single positions, 2,300. Off of 300K buying power account. That's way less than a percent. That's 0.8, 0.7, 0.8%. Number of trades, 172. Yeah, like I said, it's quite a bit high, but because I would add multiple positions to a single trade, I can clarify that. You'll see the different lot sizes. I was using bigger lots. Strike rate, win rate, 37.2%. That is on the higher end for me, I guess. And so it's a good number for me. I think what helped was adding those different strategies. Like I mentioned in the beginning, the different strategies help bring in more, it wasn't big gains, but it's more consistent gains, smaller risk to return ratio, but it definitely helped my win rate go up. Average win, 1,600, simulated average loss, 700. Right? And then we got the average RRR, risk to reward ratio, 2.3, which is still good. I would like to see it higher, but after all these trades, that's what that is. And I don't really look at these last two stats. So you can see here the US Tech has been the difference maker in this challenge here. Of course, the gains were bigger. Of course, that was my main trading volume, followed by the Nikkei here. The Nikkei was giving me a bit of gains, but May and beginning of June was challenging. I kept getting stopped out, but I did a good job at keeping those losses low. Followed by EJ, Euro Yen, and then gold provided some, and then NASDAQ, New Zealand dollar, USD. So I was able to trade those. I'm surprised oil isn't up